going to do some training for partial wedge shots. So shots where I'm lofting it onto the green and I want it to fly a certain distance and end up at 30 yards or 20 yards or 50 yards, all those kinds of shots with just a standard partial wedge shot. So work with my trainer. I've set my trainer up with the handle very low, which makes it plane naturally. Makes it much easier to feel a partial shot because I don't have to add any speed to get it to plane. You know, it just hangs there. So I could do a very small swing with this and still feel like it's like a club. So it's still, you're not moving off the ball and back with these. You're just staying on the ball. Narrow stance is better because it's less shifting, but you don't want this swing. But what you still want, like in a full swing, is you want to toss it back, get a little hinge, let it drop and go with it. Just like that. So that's the feeling of the shot. And I think even on teeny shots, I still believe finishing completely. And the reason for that is if you don't finish completely, your hand's slow and the club speeds up. And what you want to do, said this, you want this and this to be moving, he said at the same speed. Well, obviously that's moving faster, but moving together. That's really what he meant. So there's no speeding up of this independently. That will give you better control over your speed if you just keep going with it like that. So there's the feeling of going through the ball. Now, set yourself up on the green where you can see 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 yards. You can see how far they're going. You're not going to, now, the first task is not to try to create a certain distance shot. The task is, this is all about developing feel. So the task is, give yourself a certain amount of backswing energy, go with it, and then make a prediction of how far that shot has gone. So you're really focusing now on having a perfect partial wedge swing and making a prediction. Those are your two tasks. So we'll do that. Okay, I know I hit that a little thin, so I'm going to lose something on that. I'm going to say 22. 23, pretty good prediction. So, 23 yards. So you're going to attend to two things here. You're going to attend to how much energy did I put into the backswing? Was I compliant in my swing? Did I slow down? Did I add some at the end, or did I really just make a perfectly compliant swing? So that's your goal. And the second thing you're going to attend to is where you hit it on the face. Getting a feel for that as well. So if you hit it, it's surprising how unforgiving a wedge is. Thin toe, high on the face. These are all going to lose a lot of yardage, like 20, maybe even 30% sometimes. So center contact on this club. This is not a forgiving club any more than any other club is. Really, you really have to put an exact amount of energy into this club. You have to hit it right in the sweet spot. So that's your task, but you're really attending to, again, notice where you hit it on the club face. Don't force it necessarily. Notice how big a swing you took. So I'm going to do about that big a swing now this time. I'm going to notice how my contact is. Okay. That contact was very slightly fat, but probably wouldn't have done much. Take it off. I'm going to say 35. 33. Pretty good. And now I think the trickiest ones are actually, so you're developing a set of feels for how much backswing energy is, how much energy you produce with different sizes of backswings. I'm going to try a teeny one. And again, it seems odd to do, but if you try a teeny one and if you just let that happen, you've got unpredictable face angles and it's speeding up. You don't want that. So what you want is go all the way through with that teeny little swing. So I'll try a little teeny one. I'm going to say 12 yards. 11. Pretty good. So the reason I'm having you develop this without shooting at targets first is if you shoot at targets, your habit is going to use this. I know, try to use how much I'm trying to reverse engineer this for you. So then, once you feel like you've done some of that engineering where you've made a prediction, and you're going to be very compliant with your swing and not add extra energy or try to slow it down, then your task is to say, okay, now I know this feeling of going about that much is my 30-yard shot. Now I'm picking a target and doing that task. So pick a target, do that task. Now a little bit thin, I'm going to guess 28. Yep, exactly 28. So that was a 30-yard worth of energy, but I caught it low, so I didn't transfer all the energy. I'll try the very same thing again, see if I can catch it right in the right spot now. Okay, that was more. That was so good in terms of energy transfer. I'm going to say 33. Exactly 33. Wow, I'm getting good at this. So there's your task. And it's really a task more of noticing than notice all the elements. Notice how your contact was. Notice exactly how much you put into the backswing. Notice if you're really staying with the thing. And then develop a discipline for once you make a decision, stay with it, right? So that's your decision for your swing. Stay with that. Don't change your mind halfway through and think, well, oh no, it's uphill. And make your prediction and stay with it, and then you're going to start making better and better predictions. If you're not making a prediction, the impulse will be to maybe go too far. I have a 30-yard shot. I have to slow it down. I'm going to flip. I'm going to do weird stuff. If you're going to make a bad prediction, always make a bad prediction that's a little too short, because there is an opportunity to, I know it's a little short, I just add a little bit through the ball. So always a little shorter rather than too long. Too long is always bad, but ideally make a perfect prediction, turn with it, and learn to feel exactly how far those shots are going.